There we got ourselves our knife round starting up on Dust 2. It seems unreal to watch this map, but I'm very, very happy. Record Lamplight 1, 2, 1, 3. What? Oh man. Don't even know what to say about it. Either way, the classic mid knife starting up soon. As they're going for it. That's gonna be DM having a good chance finding Genius, and he does. Max on their own map pick, starting on which sites they would like. And this is one of those good chill casts. All your questions and all your conversation topics will be brought into this cast. And Max and Co are going directly for the terrorist site. Signature will go for CT. And that CT site, it can be debatable if it's easier or harder. First of all, to see the default kind of setup. Genius playing towards long on the corner. We see ourselves relax. S550 already taking a good bunch of damage, down to 6 HP he is. And whilst that is the case, Lamplight going through the middle first of all, and that's going to be a little bit tougher right now. QQ got taken out, the mid control established, mid to B smoke happening, only cigarettes. Can do anything about it. Fully flashed, doesn't see a thing, goes to the door, wants to play counter, does make it work. Actually, it's suddenly out, but then towards middle. One is standing extremely close to flashbang. It's now need to be exactly Genius doing the work. Lamplight the only man alive, and that makes it a little bit tougher for him right now, as he has to find himself 3 players in total. Glock can be a good tool. 1, 2, and the third as well! 4 frags in total for Lamplight, who's just shining for Max at that point in time. No idea how he's done that, but perfect work from the Glock player. Let's see, I want to see if any of my camera drives are working. No, they don't, obviously. Kinda. No. That works. Kind of. Not really. Either way. ZZ's down onto Signature. Those CZ's in the close range duel. I mean, a guy like Genius would have a perfect opportunity to find himself frags. Same could go for QQ got. In total, actually, this is a good map for close range duels. And as now, it seems to all turn around towards the middle. It's got to be QQ got doing the job, rotating back on the side. Well, you have one still who's back into tunnels, gets taken out as well. And there we go. DMM seems to realize, oh, that could be quite heavy, but Genius as well as RLX, they're at least finding one. Doesn't find the gun. Sad story for him. And then they come towards him. 1, but not a second. Relax is going to be the only one staying alive, possibly, if he doesn't get caught out right now. And there it goes. That's where having us right now. That's 2-0 for Max. It seems like signature. They will need to find a solution very soon, because I'm not quite sure how good they are on this map, because, you know, it's kind of new in the pool. They haven't picked it. I don't know the history of Max on this map, unfortunately. Maybe they specialize exactly on that. Could be possible. You never know. And there comes a bit of friendly fire in it. Doesn't matter too much though. That 2-0 for Max should not change at that point. Cigarette still finding himself one. And S5 getting genius. Oh, and QQ got though. That nasty shot for the smoke. Finding himself a frack, that is even worse. A scout now onto relax. If he could hit the body shot, that would be great. He does though. Now that Deagle cigarettes could be surprisingly worth it. As he goes a little further and further. Weird movement right here as he doesn't advance, neither goes back. Dies then while standing in those flames. S5 though is an easy target. Same goes for YZL. As we're talking about, Relax finds one. Gets himself S5. Only one terrorist surviving. Doesn't help too much the economy in that situation. But I love to see dust2 again. This is making me quite happy, to be very honest. D2 in a competitive best of 2. And as I'm waiting to see that CT site make work, and I'm excited to see that CT site eventually make it work. Because holding any of those positions, I'm not quite sure how easy they want to do it, especially when the revamp version flying, finding himself one through mid. QQ got taken out by flying as well. The winning formula right now on the side of Max as they somehow can shut down the CTs on a regular basis. And the fascinating part is that they hold major map control. Max, though, if be caught up by Genius in that situation, actually is. Relax rather turns back. And the CT smoke partially working. Relax finding himself YZL as well. And equalize it is. Cigarettes is an easy target. Relax is okay with the HP. Not the best situation he's in, but short is what they're gonna target. From short, they want to defend the bomb. From short, they can make it work. Cigarettes with the flashbang announced himself big time. Now he's gonna use that time. Oh, that was looking like it could have worked out. That is one grenade. Only Genius alive. You don't need to aggress him at any point in time. But there they do it together. That was well done. Max picking the number 4. And the CTs are not looking that brilliant economically speaking. They could have done better. It's not sinister, but it's time to put up some resistance, because otherwise Max might run away with it. Interesting. Counter-Strike. Good game. Either way. EMM trying to find some entries towards the middle. No damage dealt. The pistols are once more out. Cigarettes going aggressive in the lamplight. Oh, who gets his head ripped off brutally. No idea how that even works. But Cigarettes does it right. As Max have lost one man already. Yeah, man just wants to hold that mid control. Whilst on the other side of the map, we see S5 moving for the smoke. That has been heard. Rotation logically. Most of the time, going to the other side. He can't take that free. That should be the B side now controlled. QQ got the only one who has armor right now onto himself in that duel situation, but he's tagged to 35. And being tagged to 35, that's no big fun. Signatures on their 5th. Car 98 8 times. Oh, reality. What a nice name tag for that AWP. Now you gotta make it work with the Car 98, which is actually German, which stands for Karabiner 98 Kurz. Well, the K stands for Kurz, which is short, but either way, enough with the German. Max leading 5-0. Good possibility. They're taking their time. 40 seconds till the aggression. Nowak's gotta do it somehow. Can't connect to it though, more than one. He can't find. Now the car needs to do the job. 30 seconds. There's the Molo flying. Aggression too early. Reality finding himself a double, avoiding the flames, and there from the ramp one comes. Up, doing your job right. He's down to 4 and dies in the end. That was tight as hell.
Bomb has been planted.
As only the AWP falls, Lamplight can finish it off. That's the job. Now Lamplight finds himself the first. Oh, it's long. It seems like QQ got with that certain scout might not be the one who will find them all, but you never know. He has both directions somehow in his crosshair. But as one is towards ramp, which is flying, might find him easily due to the tunnel vision QQ God is in. Izadella finding RLX. Now this might just all focus back down towards short. No chance though. The only scout on the side gets taken out. 7-0. Max are taking home another one. And with that other one, it seems personally
Bomb has been planted.
like it all might fall apart quite soon. that 7-0 start. I personally feel like there might be just that early stage of this map making some teams having a quite easy and some of them making a quite hard time. That's now signature. They might consider to go for that A site as a defense line majorly, because we most of the time had that. They're getting kind of pranked in this. Signature. Need to find the players as they're rotating. Relax has a nice positioning there. The B side now open up. Rocket L fully flashed in middle. That could be the first round for Signature. S5 does not even get a frag. The AWP does its job right. And there it goes. At 7-1 scoreline. It's now going at least partially in favor of Signature. One problem occurs. Can I make you breakfast? No, I can't. I'm casting right now. You hear it. Eventually. Maybe. Possibly. I would do one. No, I don't know. I have to consider. Either way. 7-1. And DMM and the team right now making the approach towards A long. There comes though Genius. Finding that AWP with a good headshot towards ramp. They're just closing it out. Now Lamplight. He might save it. Because that Molo runs perfectly in front of the feet of Genius. He tries to escape. Goes for ramp. Then they find another. The bomb is though exposed. 2v2. And QQ got will now announce to Genius, I got the bomb, dude. Come over. And then Lamplight, way too aggressive in the play, not even waiting for Flying to do anything about it. He's not even letting his teammate come or be patient. It seems like no comms existed in that one. Which would have been a major shame. Because that would be now around. It could have been done a good change to the team thrown away. 2-7. There's a pause coming in from QQ God. If the system will allow them. There we go. And there they ask, can we use our own TS? Because sometimes it's probably wrong with their TS. Or do they all are in the same TS? Maybe. As we're having ourselves at 7-2 scoreline. I don't know how you feel about it. But I personally feel like This map could end so one-sided. If Max are focusing back, because the last 2 rounds have been lost due to very simple mistakes, then I think they might be able to do that. And DMM still calling for another pass. Can we use our own TS? TeamSpeak not replying. Excuse me, TeamSpeak admin for the moment not replying. Max want to cancel a timeout. There he goes. Unpause! And ready to go. We are right now. I said unpause is the case. This is going to be, like as we see right here, one of the last few buys. This is going to be the last buy, excuse me, for the moment for Max coming in. They are already limited if we take a look at S5 As they're taking their time, Max, that could be one hell of an explosive play. Over shorts once more. They've done it very often. They'll try to repeat it. They obviously do repeat it. There they go. The Molotov comes in late. They gotta be fast about it. It's Reality finding one. Why is it L? To be the one who took down Relax, but in the end falling to the off. And Reality does not stop at that point in time. He gets himself one after another. His teammate is far away. DMM, you have to grab that bomb. You need to plant that on your own. But it seems like the danger is on him. And it is on him. Players are trying to come at him. No chance to survive. That is the third one for Signature. And the A site, once more being controlled, it probably is about time to change setups a little.
Has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
As we're having 7-3 scoreline. It should be easily working out for Signature to get a decent half. I mean, something along the lines of 5, that would be okay. And this goddamn sneezing, I hate it so much. It's driving me crazy every day. Hay fever, you gotta love it. Either way, Signature taking down a few already. The control of the B site has to be done by YZL. And if he grabs himself that bomb early enough, he could even rotate back to tunnels. Then for middle, there comes one. Free HP has left. Genius should finish it off easily, and he does. starts off with the first. S5 is there to turn it around. Max leading that following 8-4 signature. I don't know. It's a back and forth we're having ourselves pretty much here. Genius and Co. Seems like their lineup. More likely their essentials, defaults, they barely have changed. And Max having flying, taking the mid control. Comes down to Genius to hold off that aggression and now comes over long. Why is it always the first one to get out? S550 holds the corner. None will be the time to send DMM there as assistance. Lamplight will find cigarettes. The bomb is dropped very close to him. He grabs it whilst on long. A lot of party is going on. And has only 4 are alive for signature. That should be now the time to try to take the aggression towards the B side. QQ God is the only one there. He's the one with the MP9, the weakest gun right now. And the weaponry closet off signature. Finding himself one though, RLX reacts in time. And that brings us to a 5-8 score line. And terrorist economy will be just average, to say it like that. It will be nothing special. It will be just quiet average with S550. Not getting further. That's the terrorists. A fast pass kind of setup that would do the job. I mean, I also would like to know what the name. I would also like to know the name of the Knife of Lamplight again, because it was a very long name. But on the other hand, no mid aggression coming in from signature. They played very default, leaving open middle basically. And the setup is very simplistic. Signature's given us to send one pit, one on the corner. Talking about that, there they are. That should be now that bad kind of setup to take down a AWP coming together. No, that's a team kill actually coming in. Cigarette finding himself his teammate Reality. Gets taken out by body shots. 2 more are alive. DMM. Someone coming in from behind. As now RLX knows. God just keeps up the patience. Switched over to the M4. Smokes to the connector. The M's awareness is quite good. Takes a look back onto the site. RLX stands there and just waits for him to rather come towards ramp. Well, that will be not the case. On car he stands. RLX is though now aware. And take a look at it again. A strong start we had here. 7-0, and Max now falling short. With the first try coming in from Reality, we got ourselves a situation where Signature and Max have to fight for that round to either have a 3-round difference or a 1-round difference with the start of the next half. As for the moment, Max has advanced quite far onto long, but then Cigarette through the smoke, he gets one. Genius is there onto YZL as well. DMM reacts right, might find himself the one onto the site as well. And through the smoke, he takes down Cigarettes as well. A 4 versus 2 turning around. And as the bomb now goes down, QQ has to do it on his own. The sense of the decoy, unknown to me. Oh, and what a tap that was from QQ. Finding DMM, that was a beautiful shot he had. Finds himself flying eventually as well, as he does! Oh, this is going to be the 7-8, a 2 versus 1, with an AWP checking actually long. Turning around. From deviating from success, Signature is back at it. 7-8, and Max. I mean, that was at one point getting horribly shaky. I don't believe in devil, it's just bad people. What an attitude, actually. But who is making those bad people? Are we the devil as we create bad people? Questions over questions. Either way, Lamplight finds himself Genius, while now the CT site for Max needs to work a little better than the ending of the first half. Lamplight finds himself nothing, though. Relax. He's 100% on it. One more ramp. It's DMM. We got ourselves a tie secured. Signature going aggressive, having themselves now the 8-8 scoreline on the table. It's been given a forced patent. Are you still running? It's been given a forced patent using lemon. God damn it. Using lemon and mustard something. I'm gonna read it in this inventory either way. There's no reality. He's trying to find himself something with the scout in the middle. He's not going to get anything there. Short is once more the focus of the terrorists. Though they have changed names, approach is still the same. They call it Lamplight, finding himself the first. Back on the side he is. DMM might could get himself one as well. Doesn't seem to be the case. Last 7 shots that Lamplight has on himself. Deals a lot of damage, but can't find himself one. Now Max certainly have a bit of an advantage. The bomb dropped down. QQ takes too long. This is not gonna happen. This is just simply not gonna happen. He has no time left. QQ God is not able to retrieve the bomb and put it on the site. Max, without doing too much, they are winning that round. And as we see, 4 UMPs surprisingly, and a single P90, which I find the most worrisome. But there it goes, Lamplight, do it! Yukigot should give his AK away to someone else, by the way. There he does. Everything else would have been very worrisome. And now Reality needs to do the job. It's back in pit. Why is it else waiting? And the interesting part, what we have seen so far from both teams, is that they usually build a big cluster towards any position, and then they try to attack. Same with short, and same with long. They never try to go for any kind of split most of the time. Now, an AK being dropped. God could try to take it. Lion coming in from short. Oh, and he just avoids it. Lucky enough to not die yet. But up from ramp, S550 comes. The gap makes it easy to take down one. Cigarettes shouldn't have too much of a problem with the second. As from the side, though, S550 comes as well. I'm always forgetting that the camera drives that I have per port. And now, Signature has lost themselves to control after they were able to get the pistol round back to the basic essential pistols. P250 we see a bit. Goes the Glocks. The smoke in middle logically doesn't help the team. And now you're going to be at that point where you give Max that round. You certainly start to hurt the economy. As you see, Max economy is far away from good. To kind of make that work, S550 might fall short. That nade could have easily dodged onto himself, and Reality falls as well. So now this is an advantage for Max. They're filling up their wallets. This is good enough to have a little bit of a buffer. And Signature, as they see that their opponent is getting on at round number 11, now need to start making work with those rifles in hand. There it goes. First one coming in. S550 finds himself cigarettes. The aggression that paid off towards underpass. And Signature, you see throughout time to time, they are more likely leaning towards long and trying to take control over that position as early as they can. Understandable on the one hand, but makes it kind of predictable on the other. Because majorly, the few rounds, the 5 rounds we had, Signature, they haven't shown any interest, any leaning towards the B side most of the time. Whilst that is the case, short should not be quite exposed. Lamplight, nothing to throw. Back on ramp, he goes for the maul. Yukigot is not being inflicted any damage by this. And as it goes, he does the team kill. Yukigot, this is not what you're supposed to do. But DMM, on his own, having a little bit of a hard time right here as he waits behind the boxes, find himself free tie players. But obviously, clearing out every single angle is mandatory, and so it's got to be Signature going for that 9-11 scoreline. Max could use the buffer off that one eco of their opponent. There it goes. You know, my man Fulcan, he understands what I mean with S550. as the S550 is, as some of you just see it as a name, actually a reference to a car, the S-Class 550. In the US, by the way, this is called S550 only. Interestingly enough, the US people have this weird version. It's an upscale version, pretty much. No idea why they do that. First of all, we gotta see Max on the CT site. Now, YZL, he plays a key role in this. Finds himself one, but as he's shot down to low HP, can't do any more. Cigarettes coming out. S550 back on the site. Finds himself one. Has enough time to crouch down, but from the left side, opponents come. He tries to evacuate himself more to the back, but has no chance to it. It's gonna be a tough time retaking this from the Max side, but they probably won't do so. I'm just reading an article on this S550 thing. And S550 is only in the North American market. You know? And I don't understand. I don't understand why. Like, is it only on the North American market that this thing is called S550? What does the 50 do for the Americans? I don't get it.
Terrorists win.
Either way, 10 to 11, Signature. They're still able to find the way back into this. It's not their map pick, but it's always this camp pass. But on the other hand, they're still doing a quite okay job. It's now full flashed. Bad situation coming in. Reality. Can find him together with RLX. A good bunch of frags. Opening up sites, positions, and opportunities. As the CTs will not have the best of an economy in the upcoming rounds.
Terrorists win.
Now, so far, that's gonna be the bomb taken down. This is a bad movement and a bad decision. Skewky God finds line play on the other side. They still keep all the guards around the bomb. Signature lost themselves a very, very crucial bit there. Reality rips off his first head. Tries to find himself more, has to retrieve, but from behind the teammate comes QJ God. Tough times for Signature right here. 12-1 could be on the board for Max, but they seemingly have lost the control over this. As it goes, one found on the top. You see another one flying, finds him though. 12 to 11. Straying around everywhere, it doesn't work in the end. The CTs They can make their economy work better, at least. As there, Genius finds himself lamplight. You gotta make it work with that entry towards long. It's like I said, a repetitive kind of play. But if a repetitive kind of play works out continuously, you don't have a problem with it. Where's it out? Instantly Molotoved off. It has to extinguish the fire like a fireman does. And as he stays back in the corner, there must be a way to prevail against your opponent, as this is not even their map pick, and they're still showing a solid and strong performance. Yuki got has to face an AWP taking him down. DMM does perfectly the job he needs to do. Now it comes down to 4 tie individuals. If they're losing this round, 3 players will be pretty much bankrupt in the upcoming one. It's now finding himself flying. That side is taken.
Has been planted.
So why is it out? Oh, he's finding himself Genius. Relaxing cigarettes. There it goes. 12 to 11, Relax is finding himself that tie opportunity. The tie opportunity. Good jokes, ladies and gentlemen. The good jokes. Tie, you know, get it? Tie opportunity. I love myself for those jokes. Either way. Now, it's gotta be Relax. Going for the aggression. The CTs are lost. No chance with the USPSs. That went so fast. Lamplight on his own.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
And as a terrorist win, and as my auto director bucked out, I'm sorry for that. It's difficult. I mean, this map is for me already a bit of stress. Because on the one hand, teams don't 100% know yet how to play it. On the other hand, it just needs its process. You know, mapping back into the competitive map pool and so on and so on. It's a process. It's not a thing that goes from one day to another. On the other hand, very, very quick. CTs will be lost after this round. Once more economically, they can't build themselves anything proper up. As we're having it, this is the P90 working. And a bomb being planted on the total other side. Reality getting one. The tunnel control is kind of worrisome because the players majorly focusing towards tunnel stay in a very narrow spot while you now have Reality taking the window control. This is all they need at that point in time. Reality, you need to do it. And they smoke themselves off. He doesn't see a thing. And it's only down to YZL. 14-12. Max is economically shattered on the ground. You know what? It's a classic joke because it always looks like I have red stoned eyes, but it's simply my hay fever. And, ouch. EMM ripping off mid-air the head of Reality. That's the AWP being lost, while on the other hand, Max Economy is not the best. They're going for the force. RLX gets himself YZL. And the already successful DMM will now need to move in another direction. Problem is, S5 on the back. 2 HP he has. And then Secrets finished it off. Okay, at least that has been done, because the Moment of Surprise could have acted quite badly on one of them. As it is now DMM on his own. Signature is getting that bomb down in a second. Flying is not being spotted yet. There he is though. Taken out 15-12. Max have barely anything on the board. This should be the victory right now for Signature. Not too many obstacles in the way it is. As we got ourselves the first frag happening, Reality finds someone who always has to be annoying with the scouts, DMM. Genius, I'm not quite sure how aware he is of S5 I somehow have a bad feeling about him. Once he lurks around, they are not meeting each other yet. Around corner and corner he is. Lamplight stays where he is, and S5 you don't go for the knife. S5 don't do it. You are not allowed to. Doesn't matter. He does it. And that is now the opening for the B site. The call is there, the rotation incoming. "60 seconds, not too much stress they have. And a Reality finding a Lamplight as well. The announcement, S5 is there, he's out, 16-12. And that is going to be our first map, ending in favor of Signature. Not their pick, still their success. As that is now going to be Overpass coming up next. My name is Sesht with exclamation mark caster. You'll find out so much more about me. But till then, we're taking a little break. We'll just be right back with map number 2 of this best of 2 series.
Lootbet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join Lootbet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit.